Good morning, dear children. Welcome back our social class. Today's session we are going to learn class 6, term 1, unit 1 and civics. Understanding diversity. This is part 1 of the videos. Let us learn. Before going to today's section, let us have an understanding what are we have to going about that unit. We will try to the meaning of diversity, understand the existence of diversity in India, develop a healthy attitude towards others around you, understand the differences in the belief system of people, know to accept and respect the unity in diversity. Let us learn what is diversity. Dear children, take a look around your class. Do you see any of your classmates who looks similar? Can you find anybody similar to you other than twins? No, isn't it? Dears, look at the table. Mother tongue of student 1 is Tamil, student 2 is Malayalam, student 3 is Hindi. Their food is Tamil students like rice, Malayalam children like puttu, and Hindi children like chapati. Their festival are Pongal, Onam, Holi. From the above table, we understand that the three students are different from one another. They are different from one another in the food habits, in the languages speak, and the celebrations they have. This shows that people speak different languages, eat different kinds of food, celebrate their own festivals, and practice a culture different one another. That is, the food habits are different, they are speaking different languages, and they have their own festivals, and the culture is different from one another. CULTU or a culture is idea, the customs and social behavior of a particular people or a society. How these people are behaving, that is meaning of a culture. Dear children, similarly people who live in different parts of our country differ in their ways of life. Like the children in the class, in your class are different from one another, same way people are living in different parts of our country differ in their ways of life, differ in the way they dress, different the way they eat food, and how they find their livelihood, that is their occupation. These differences make us unique as Indians. So unique is one and only. So these the differences in culture, difference in behavior, differences in food habits make us unique as Indians. We come from a different background, belong to different culture, version in different ways, yet we live together. Even though we are coming from different backgrounds, some people will be coming from the modern developed place, some people will be from rural areas, they are belonging to different culture, maybe Tamil culture or Hindi or whatever may be. Okay, then he worshipped different gods in the form of Allah, in the form of Jesus, in the form of Shiva. So but still we all live together, and this is known as diversity. Diversity means people living in harmony, even though they are coming from different background, even though they belong to different culture, they worship different ways, they all live together, then it is called as diversity. Dear children, India as a whole to a civilization that is 5,000 years old. So India has formed the civilization long back, 5,000 years old, and civilization. Different groups of people from different parts of the world are attracted towards India over the years. So people from different parts of the world were attracted to India because of its wealth. India was rich in spices, India was rich in cotton, silk. So people from different parts of the world were attracted. Some came for trade, with the local people, and others were very keen on invading its territory. The people who came, hearing about the wealth of India, some people had comfort trading. For having trade, they came to India, but others were very much interested in invading, extracted. They wanted to attack our country or whatever we are having. The the root of our country. So diverse as races of people migrated into India by land and sea route. So people from different races migrated. They have to came to India via land. Land route all by sea route. Dear children, thus the Dravidians, the Negroids, the Aryans, the Alpines and Mongoloids became part of the modern Indian race. So people from different races like the Dravidians, Negroids, Aryans, Alpines and Mongoloids became part of the modern Indian race. Dear children, then the people who migrated to India also moved to other parts of the country. This movement and migration of people is a reason for India's rich diversity. So the people who came to India migrated to different parts of the India, and this migration causes the diversity in India's culture. Dear children, we will now studying the diversity in India and the following broad headings. The first one is landforms and lifestyles, social diversity, religious diversity, linguistic diversity and cultural diversity. So we will learn about landforms and lifestyle diversity, social diversity, religious diversity, linguistic diversity and cultural diversity. Dear children, you can see how diverse our culture or how diverse the way of dressing is from the picture. But all these things apart, we are all united as Indians. Now let us learn about landforms and lifestyle diversity. Dear children, a continent is a very large area of land with various physical features such as mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers and seas, and various types of weather patterns. So in a continent we can find various physical features like mountains, plains, valleys, and also you can find different types of weather. India has all of them. Hence, India is known as a subcontinent. In India, you can find the diverse culture by the pattern as well as diverse physical features. That's why India is called as a subcontinent. These features have an underlying influence upon the people who live in different landforms of a country. The lifestyle of North physical people different from the South Indian people because of the features. Physical and climatic features determine the economic activity of a region. So the physical features house in mountainous places or river valleys or seashore. All it is upland. And the features are climatic, which is like whether it is cold and humid or hot and humid. All these things, physical features as well as climatic features, determine the economic activity of a region. So it will influence the economy of that particular region. Their children, the people living in the place thrive on agriculture. You know that the plains are very good for agriculture. They are very fertile region. So people in the plains will be, the main occupation will be that of agriculture. While people in the coastal areas take to fishing for their livelihood. So in the coastal areas, the occupation will be fishing because of that is easily available. In the mountainous regions, rearing of animals is undertaken. If we go to the hills, you can see the people are rearing animals. Hilly landscape are supported by favorable climatic conditions for the cultivation of coffee and tea. You can find the people plantations in the hilly areas. So depending on the landforms, so people's occupation also change. Diversity in landforms also impacts the flora and fauna of a region. So you can see the diversity in landform, the differences in landform also affects the flora and fauna of a region. Flora is a plant life occurring the particular region, and fauna is all the animal life of any particular region. The plant and animals wealth of the place depends upon the natural habitat and climate that prevails in the region. So, what determines the plant's life, animal life in a place? It is habitat and the climate of the particular region. In forest you can find the diverse animals, many animals and plants, whereas in the desert it is very much limited. Food, clothing, occupation and livelihood of the people is closely connected with the region, natural surroundings and climate. So the food habits, the clothing and occupation and how the people are surviving their livelihood all depend on the region's natural surrounding as well as the climate. Dear children, the picture you can find the landforms, that is the surface of the earth. It covered with the different types of landforms. You can find valleys, mountains, plains, island, desert and coastline. So it is very much varying. Dear children, see the two places. One is Mount Strom, Meghalaya and Jaisalmer. Both the places are in India, but Mount Strom located in Meghalaya's land of highest rainfall, whereas Jaisalmer located in Rajasthan is the land of lowest rainfall. So you can see the diversity in the weather condition in the climate of our country. Children, now let us learn about interdependent and coexistence. Interdependence and coexistence. Interdependent means depending on each other, and coexistence means living together. All of the people living together. Before that, let us see what is the community. COMMUNITY, community. A community is a place where people live together with a common interest or heritage. A community is made up of peasants or laborers. The heritage is something is a past or tradition. So, a community is a place where people live together with a common interest or a heritage. Our community is made up of peasants. Peasants means farmers, laborers, they are working people, artisans, people who are skilled in arts, parents, teachers, students and many others. So our community is made up of different type of people like the peasants, laborers, artisans, parents, teachers, students. For a comfortable livelihood, community is depend on each other. So these communities depend on each other. Peasants depend on us and we depend on them for that. So for having a comfortable livelihood, communities are interdependent. They depend on each other. Now let us learn about families and society. Family is constitute the fundamental unit of as a society. So which is the fundamental of the basic of unit of any society? It is a family. Families constitute the fundamental unit of a society. And there are two types of families. We are already studying in lower classes. There are two types of families. One is joint family, another known as nuclear family. Joint family and nuclear family. Dear children, a joint family is a form of family. Their grandparents, father, mother and children live united under one roof. Whereas a nuclear family is consist of family group, consist of parents and their children. Dear children, a family live in a harmonious neighborhood. The neighborhood should be in harmony. There should not be any fight. They should live peacefully. They should coexist peacefully in a very good sound relationship. Many of the neighborhoods collectively form a village and many of them group together in a city. So in this you can find many neighborhoods forming a village and many of them group together in a city. The needs of people and their interdependent of communities for amenities such as water, food, electricity, education, housing and so on brings us together love in harmony. We are dependent on our amenities or others. Amenities are other facilities. What are the different facilities we need? We will learn. We need what? We need food. electricity, education, and housing. So all these needs are to be satisfied only if we live together in a community in the harmonious way, in a peaceful way. Though we are diverse in our cultural practices, we are united and interdependent socially. Man is a social animal, and even though we are very much diverse in our cultural practices, whatever the lifestyle or the beliefs we have of the culture we follow, we are united and we are interdependent as a social animal. We depend on each other in a society for our survival. Before winding today's session, let us recap of what we learned. In this session, we discuss about diversity and land form. People who live parts of our country, different ways of life. We come from different background, belong to different cultures, worship in different ways. Yet we live together, and this is known as diversity. The Dravidians, the Negroids, Aryans, Alpines, and Mongoloids became part of modern Indian race. The movement and migration of people is the reason for India's rich diversity. We also learn about land from diversity and social diversity. Mountain Rangs are located in Meghalaya, land of highest rainfall, whereas Jaisalmer located in Rajasthan is a land of lowest rainfall. Families live in a harmonious neighborhood. Many of the neighborhoods collectively form of the village, and many of them group to the in a work city.